Hi everyone, my name is Admiral Zandlecha. Okay, I'm going to discuss what is it that is needed, or what does it take to be a correctional officer or a prison warder. I am a prison warder myself, and I work for the Johannesburg management area, popularly known as Sun City Prison. I work for Medium A, which is a trial setup or a trial correctional center. Now, for one to be a correctional officer, others say you have to be passionate about it. Others say that you must be born for this thing. Others say it's a talent, but I don't know how, because all you need is to apply. You need to pass your grade 12 and then try your luck, because you must go through training, you must go to the college. But this is what happens. You pass your grade 12, you wait for the department to advertise. But I'm not encouraging people to wait for the Department of Correctional Services to advertise posts for correctional officials. I would encourage people to go to school while applying, and then when posts come out, when you apply and then you are lucky, you receive a call to go to training, then you can switch and do your studies part-time, because you will need this degree or diploma or whatever qualifications, when you have to pursue internal careers within the Department of Correctional Services. Now, when you apply to be a correctional officer, you will see the posts on the DPSA, because the Department of Correctional Services website takes time to be updated. That's a reality. I'm not speaking against the department, but that's a reality. So you have to constantly check with people who are already correctional officials, because you have to confirm if you are not applying into a scam and things like that, because there have been a lot of complaints. People were promised that they will get this job, but they have to pay this type of money so that they can get it, things like that. So it doesn't work like that. There are posts, you check on Sundays in the newspapers and then DPSA, and then you confirm with people who are already employed within the department to check if the posts are legit. And if they're legit, and then you apply, you receive a call, you'll do a medical fitness. First you have to be interviewed, and then when you pass the interviews, medicals, and then after you'll be given a date where you have to go to the college. Now, when you go to the college, there's a stipend of 3.5 that you're going to be paid. You'll be eating at the college, you'll be sleeping there. All this is covered by the department. So people must not be scammed to say they must pay money up front for accommodation and things like that, because these are the cases that have long been there. People being scammed because they don't have information. Now, at the college, there are blocks called companies. Now, the Department of Correctional Services has 2 colleges in South Africa. I will talk about the college in Zonderwater, which I've experienced because I went there. Now, when you arrive in Zonderwater, you will meet with other new recruits from other management areas. Remember, the correctional setup, it's different from when you are outside it to when now you are part of it. What happens is that within a management area, there are different centers, but you might not know because you are new. You might not know that after the training you will be not working with the people who you were with at college, even though you are from one management area, but I'll deal with that later. So when you arrive in a group. Remember, from departure, you depart from the prison which you are going to be, which you are employed at, or which you are going to render your services at after college. Now, when you arrive at college, there you are with your bags or luggage. and then you would be given room number, block, name of the block, and things like that. Then you'll be introduced to your instructor. Now what happens at college is that you do physical fitness or physical training, and then you do firearm, and then you do the theory, which is actually the Act, Correctional Services Act. Now this training takes 3 to 5 months, 6 months if there were some delays, or if there are some delays. And then during that period you'll be exposed to correctional center setups, where you will have to visit correctional facilities to search and to work during the day, for you to be exposed and be prepared for work after college. Now after doing the assessments in college, because every Friday you are writing, you are assessed, get the results, you do firearm training, you do physical fitness, you are assessed, there are marks, and then when you are qualified, you pass out, you go back to your management area to finish whatever you started at college as theory. Now when you are in the management area, you do practical work, where you are introduced to almost 8 units. Your escort, gate duties, unit, guard, and all of that, the main ones, community corrections and things like that. So when after 12 months, now the department will declare you qualified or competent. You are now ready to be a correctional officer. Not an ideal one. You are ready to be a correctional officer, and then the HR will decide where to place you. So these guys don't care of your qualities. They don't even check your scorecard, whether you never missed any target, you never wasted a round in college, then we must take you to emergency support team or whatever, or external or whatever. It's just random selection. They put you where there is shortage. For example, I was placed at medium B. When I arrived at medium B, they took me to an internal hospital. I worked there for a year, and then I was changed. A letter came to say, now we are going to medium A. When I arrive at medium A decides where there is a shortage, and then they send me out to external to do external security duties. Now, what is it that makes one an ideal correctional officer? I think I will discuss that on the next segment. And to give you clues is that, you know, we are known to be the most corrupt officials, or to be the most corrupt prison. I think we're number 3 in South Africa, if not number 2. So I'm going to discuss that in the next episode, where I will just give clarity. What is it that takes, or that makes one to be an ideal correctional officer, and what is it that makes one not to be an ideal correctional officer? Thank you. I will see you on the next episode, where I will be discussing an ideal correctional officer.